This mask shown in the next episode preview is just like the one that Tiger wore in episode 68 of the Sevens anime series. In fact, there were quite a few things that reminded me of Tiger/Haruka within this very episode. Hello everyone and welcome to Dueling with Downton, and today we're here to talk about episode 14 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush anime series, London vs Mr. Tenzaki. Now the episode itself seemed to focus around the themes of piercing and protection. By this I mean the fact that the adults just wanted to protect the twins and Udius, keeping them safe, and thus creating that resistance about them going to such a dangerous place that London Kirishima was requesting they go to. It's clear that all of these characters deeply care for the twins, but sometimes you need to let them be free and explore new experiences, even if there's an element of risk involved. I mean, the twins have just literally gone against an Earthdemar monster and Sawaijo. So like, how much more dangerous can it get? Of course, with that in mind, you just need to make sure that you're there for them when something does go wrong. And trust me, I'm pretty sure there's 100% guarantee that there's going to be something wrong on their new adventure. Why do I say this? Well, it's because we're being made to think that we shouldn't trust London Kirishima, thanks to him being the one that requested UTS to go on this mission to find Goha Yuna, and of course all of the suspicious and evil looking expressions that he was giving off within the episode itself. I do not think that London is a spy working for the organisation that we saw at the end of episode 13, because they seem to be going after Manabu and not UTS. I think it's slightly possible that London could be sending UTS there for jealousy reasons. We see how friendly Yuumu and Manya have become since Manya arrived on our screens, plus the added effect of wherever UTS go, danger seems to follow, and Manya has been put in danger thanks to that. So London could be trying to pull UTS away from Manya in order to keep her safe. It's not too much of a crazy idea. After all, we don't know much about London Kirishima except the fact that he wants to shine and he's a big Manya fan. Now, it is kind of weird how he wants to shine but allows himself to be outshone by Manya herself. So maybe there is a possibility that he is sending UTS to this dangerous location with malicious intent. Could he be trying to get rid of Manya in another possible scenario? For example, send UTS to a dangerous location, tell Manya that they've gone to this dangerous location and they're in danger and in trouble. Because of the connection between Manya and Yuumu, Manya will go there to try and help and save her friend, and thus putting Manya in danger. It kind of contradicts what I've just said, but there's two possibilities. He could be trying to get Manya out of danger, or get rid of her so that he can outshine her. Another small thing that could link London Kirishima to having an ulterior motive could be his interaction with the purple-haired girl. And that's right, she returned within this episode, and we've seen her character involved with an alien known as Kawitel, who we now know is an evil but is working for Asaka. I'm actually just waiting for all of this kind of dangerous location going to be a planned out scheme by Asaka in order to train UTS for the upcoming threat that is going to be entering the show, and to see if UTS can actually be trusted. So yeah, three options. Again, trying to get rid of UTS to keep Manya safe, trying to get rid of Manya to outshine her so that he can be the brightest star, or thirdly, it's a plan between himself and Asaka to train UTS and Udius. Now that cliffhanger I thought was really intriguing, and it introduces us to our first Goha related character within Go Rush. I can't wait to see what her design actually looks like, or whether or not it should be evil, or a damsel in distress waiting for her Vulgarian knight in galaxy armor to arrive and save the day. But for now, let's move on to the monsters side of things from this episode, as we start off with Galacticon's monsters. as they were really cool in terms of their designs, and I loved how they kept in line with the theme of unearthing things. We see monsters with drills, we see monsters with a plough, which links to Mr. Tenzaki liking gardening in Go Rush. But his ace monster was Track Tiger, and this looked awesome. It was like a mechanized tiger fused with a tractor, and we've seen Mr. Tenzaki using a tractor before, and again it links to gardening. This ace monster I really liked, and it did remind me of Haruka/Tiger from Sevens. For a slight second though, it did make me think that maybe the show was hinting at Haruka being the Odo twins' mother in this universe, making all of the UTS adults her former minions, because of things like Mr. Tenzaki's roaring with fire around him in that one scene of the episode. It was a very tiger-like action that we were seeing from Sevens. I know, that scene was meant to showcase his burning passion to protect the twins and keep them safe. But still, you have to agree, very similar in terms of presentation. Oh, and we can't forget about the fact that Tiger also used the piercing spell card, just like how Mr. Tenzaki loved to use that in this duel. Another thing that reminded me of Tiger was actually London's ace monster, so we have some more similarities. The design of Archangel music position reminded me of Emblem Fighter, the heavy music Oni, in a way how both monsters had that musical energy wings, keeping them levitating or hovering, I should say, and they both had some form of long musical weapon, whether it was a bassoon or a didgeridoo. Now, of course, a didgeridoo or a bassoon would fit into the older kind of instrument music style that the Archangel archetype carried with them, so I do like that consistency. The effect of Archangel metal position was really cool as well, and when paired with that spell card combo, deals your opponent big damage. So I think it's quite cool that we are seeing spell and monster effect combos slowly moving into Go Rush a lot more now. As far as London's character specifically though, I like the mystery surrounding his character. It is very similar to the mystery we had with Roman's character in Sevens, but I think the twist will be different. Unfortunately, I don't think that the voice acting works with London's character though. For me personally, I know it's the same as Roa's, but I find it a bit too obnoxious with London's character. Lastly, on Mr. Tenzaki, I really like this character. He's a cool guy with some cool monsters. A really strong, caring personality that really gets to shine in this episode. But he's also open to criticism and is willing to change his views if he feels like it's needed. At times he knows his actions might be wrong, but like he says in this episode, he's doing it to keep him safe, to keep the twins safe. And that comes first in his opinion, which you can't actually fault the character for doing so. Although having that many piercings in one deck is very much against the rules, and it will make a deck very unbalanced. Plus, I think you should check those cabbages, because something's wrong with them. They shouldn't be having Yu-Gi-Oh cards to grow out of them. Really quick with Yuhi's character. Being upset about Eunice's promotion and him wanting to challenge/prove himself. I think this will backfire and be a continuous joke running through the series. It does show the more childish side to his character, giving him that little bit more characteristics, and personally, I didn't find it that entertaining, but oh well. Udius without a hat on in his UTS clothes does look weird though. He has way too much hair, so please wear a hat, Udius. Please. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. I'm looking forward to next week's episode, and this episode itself was a lot of fun. It didn't feel too fillerish, and that's quite good, considering we are coming off such a hot episode in episode 13. We are still advancing the plot moving forward, even if it's just a tiny little bit. And we are obviously doing some world building by learning a bit more about certain characters, so that as well is a good plus. Will that guy who interrupted the TV broadcast return? And what awaits us in this dangerous new area that we are now travelling to? I can't wait to see the designs for some of these aliens or just ordinary human characters and monsters. So, Let's see. If you're interested, then hit that subscribe button and follow me for my next reviews and other content. Hopefully you've enjoyed this review, like the like button if you did, and of course, comment your thoughts down below. Let's have a conversation about a few topics. Have a great day, arigato, matane, goodbye.